Sound. And we have sound. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. I did not fix the cameras quite properly, and I've forgotten to put in the technical difficulties. Right, so it seems we're having an interesting internet day again today. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and I don't know why. But anyway, we've done the restart, so let's see what happens now. You've never seen a packet of bread flour in the shop? Nah. All right. But have you gone looking for it, Warden? Have you gone looking for a packet of bread flour? I know we went 2 grams over. Oh, okay. I should probably put this through a sieve. So this is going to make me an extra bowl, but oh well. Oh, damn you. It was working there for a second. It was. May have overfilled the sieve a bit. Flour going everywhere. It's on my keyboard. Maybe that's what it is. So the bread, well, I'm just using plain flour, which is in theory bread flour, aka all-purpose flour. Depends where you're from. I am making a mess with this flour, I tell you. Now, we're not doing pasta. What is this pasta you speak of? Not today, anyway. We probably will make pasta at some point. All right, there we go. Sieved flour. Much finer. And much messier. Yeah, I'm not a baker yet. I'm barely even a cook. Okay, so we have our white flour. We need a teaspoon of salt, white pepper. All right. Teaspoon of salt. How much white pepper? Half a teaspoon of white pepper. As you can see, very carefully measuring. There we go. That's about half a teaspoon. Macaroni pasta. No, I don't have the right tools to make macaroni pasta. That's for damn sure. I'll go with that, Rach. Home is floury nom-noms. Okay, so this says to add 125 ml of milk and 175 ml of water, mixed and warmed. So here we go. It's odd, but that's what the recipe says. Nope. That does not have small enough measurements on it. Okay. All the measuring cups seem to be AWOL. This is not a good thing. Okay. I don't even know where my rice cup is. The rice cup has measurements on it, but I don't know where it is. I've got a feeling that oh, there they are. Found them. Found my rice cups. There we go. Alright, so 125 ml of milk and 175 ml of water. Let's do it. Let's do this. You need a cook to mix that in. Yeast babies. What? It's just because it's a higher gluten content, so as it rises, gluten chains don't break so easily and doesn't get chewy. Truly, it's technical, but that's completely meaningless to lay people. Pasta is fun messy though, Rach. Absolutely. Got to wake all the little yeast babies up. Yeast babies. Right. So 125 ml of milk. And 175 mils of I'm going to heat the water a bit. It's not going to be warm water, it's going to be hot water. But I'm doing that because that is cold milk. So we want to wake up the yeasties. It takes forever for our hot water system to get hot water. It does come out to about 60 degrees though when it's hot. So that should make nice and warm by the time it gets in the milk. Let's see what that does to it. Thanks, Rach. I hope it will be too. Alright, that's kind of coolish. Just gonna... I can still feel just that little bit of cold in it, so I'm going to add a little more heat. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, that's got some warmth in it. Nice warm milk. VP, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Alright. Gotta add the yeast. All this talk of yeast, and we almost didn't add the yeast. So we're adding 14 grams of yeast. Huzzah! Yeast babies. Come on. Out. It's like statically caught to the side of it. Wake up, babies. Babies awaken. Alright. Ooh. See if we can get that a bit closer, and there you go. There's the yeast and the flour and the everything. All nicely in there. So, put that in, oh, when do we put that in? A teaspoon of sugar. I don't know why we're using sugar. I don't know what it is with the English and sugar. Probably all the plantations they own. I'm going to do some, just a little teeny bit. Just a well, maybe a teeny bit more than that. It says a whole teaspoon, but I'm not going to put a whole teaspoon in. That's just... Right. Now we've put sugar in. And that's everything. Alright. So now we put the warm in. Warm. Trust the process. Oh yeah, feast the yeast. Yeah. Yeah, good point. I should have known that from my brewing days. Alright. I don't know why, but right now I am nervous about putting this into that. Alright, then we should probably put some more sugar in. There you go, more sugar. Eat that, yeasties. This is going to make it alcoholic. Yes, Rach. Yes, I question everything most of the time. Go, my little yeast babies, go. This is the fun bit, getting your hand in there and mushing it up. Okay, now I know this is meant to be sort of a damper style bread, but I'm a little concerned that we have maybe not got quite enough fluid in here, but we will see. All right, let's get this out of the bowl. Onto a kneading surface. Thinking I may need a little more water because that is just crumbling. So just do a little bit, dribble a little bit of water. I need a spray bottle. Right. Squish. Hey Viking, how you doing? Gotta finish the final steps of converting wood to money to food. Viking shall lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Viking. Got a bit carried away just trying to knead this bread. Knead this dough. Knead the Stottie. Still a bit... I don't know if this is the right texture or not, but it seems to be a little... still a little crumbly. Because it says to knead it until it forms a smooth ball. And it's just not doing that right now. I'm not adding a lot of water. I mean, there was maybe 10 ml in that to start. Maybe. Hey, nice catch, Rach. Got the roly-poly. Smooth balls. Oh, flower. Well, it's getting better. Tell you what, it's got some chonk to it. Definitely putting some weight into this kneading. Yeah, that's fair, right? Well, the instructions say knead the dough for 10 to 15 minutes until it forms a single smooth ball. So we've picked up most everything off of the countertop. So we've got it all together. But I can see bits where, I don't know, it looks a bit dry. It's also a bit crumbly, and that camera has seized again. Nope. There we go. Need cam has left the building. Yes. So, but it's not a smooth ball yet. It's still like crumbling apart in places, and it's not sticking. So I'm going with it's too dry and needs more moisture. As always with flour though, it can be a temperamental thing. Alright. See, just so you can see as I've folded that over, that hasn't stuck at all. It's not forming one big lump. So, and it's at this point of the process where I get impatient and put too much water in. All right, I can feel that starting to get a bit more sticky now. Whew. All right, this is starting to feel better. Make lump now. Do it. Make lump now. All right. May regret that. Okay. All right, so damn. You see, look, it's got that big crack in it where it's just not joining to itself. I don't know why. Everything I know says add more water to make it more sticky. So we add more water to make it more sticky. No, the yeast babies are waking up now, Warden. So when they hit warm fluid, they wake up. All right. That's starting to look good. Starting to. But a little bit more water. Every time I think I'm getting there, I have to add a bit more water. Now, as soon as the yeast babies hit the warm water, they wake up and they start doing the thing. Eating and farting and... Alright. I'm currently happier with this than I was. Alright. So I am going to call that a lump. Still more work to do with it, but so we are now going to put that in a bowl. Normal bread dough should spring back when you poke it. That appeared to spring back. What the? Okay, gone. Good enough. Alright, so then we put that in there. Whew, that's nice and warm. And then, now normally you put that in a sunny place, but I don't have one of those right now. So we're going to leave that over there and start a 1 hour timer. Because we leave that for an hour. Ta-da! Alright, I'm going to wipe down my countertop. Get some of the flour off it. And then we can start messing it up again. Nope, not that one. That one. Come on, tea towel. Suck it up. There we go. Good enough. Right, so that's the Stottie bread underway. So in an hour, we'll check on that. I miss mac and cheese, but I really do need to go shopping. Back by an hour, you'll probably get the back end of mac and cheese, and definitely that's about when we're going to be putting the bread into the oven for 20 minutes and seeing how that comes out. So, I wish you luck in shopping. Now, do I have that Pokemon? Yes, I do. Right. So, mac and cheese. What's 8 ounces? 8 ounces in kilograms. 225 grams. Okay. Just splooged flour all over me. So it's going to be half of this packet. Too much mac. No, not enough mac. There we go. One elbow off. Great. Where are all my seals? All my seals are gone. So we are taking that into a barrel, barely of barrelies. We're going to cheat a bit and heat up the water in the out of the tap. Use hot water. There are people who say you really shouldn't do it. theory I've heard is the hot water going through the copper pipes leaches copper out of the pipes and it goes into the water. I don't know if this is true. It's just something I heard once. And now I need a lighter. Well, this could be fun. Oh, wrong one. This lighter decides not to work. I don't know how we're going to make flame. Like that. We got the gas smell going on. Oh, is that camera sees too now? Okay. There we go. And so's that one. Wow. Whoops. That was the wrong one. Alright, there we go. And we're cooking with gas again. Le Kenobi. Alright, so now we need 1/4 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, all-purpose flour. What's 1/4 cup in grams? 0.25 cup. 2 grams. Nothing. Okay. 1/4 cup. Let's try. That's water. So 1/4 cup butter. 60 grams. Close enough. All right. So now we need 60 grams of butter. Oh, we can use that one. Let's use this one because it's cute. Alright, let's start with that much. See where that takes us. 47. So about half that again, I reckon. Oops, too much. That'll do. Are they all working? Alright, so 60 grams of butter, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, which is what we've got over here. Hopefully we've got enough left after making the dough. Yeah, we're going to have. Quarter of a cup of flour. Alright, so now we're going to need some more milk. Haha. Alright, how much milk are we doing? 2 cups of milk. Where is my big measuring cup? So that is going to be nearly one of those full. Let's get that prepped. Not quite a cup. This is gonna go everywhere. You watch. Alright, actually, let's make this not go everywhere. What's an extra dish between friends? 1 cup. Feel the shakes flow through you. Ooh. See, told you it was nearly a full one of them. Alright, so we got the butter, we got the milk, we got the salt and pepper and... oh, cheese. Where's my cheese? Oh. Oh. Alright, so 2 cups of cheese. Okay. Where has my grater gone? Alright. Now, 2 cups. It's like, is 2 cups really enough? Because it's cheese. Out of the way. Out of the way, Dixieland. So, like I said last night, I'm starting off with just a regular tasty cheddar cheese. If this works, then I'll probably end up doing this over and over again with different cheeses until I get something that's, you know, just insane levels of yum to me. Don't know how many of them I'll do on stream. Right, Warden, tasty cheese. See now, I reckon that's about 1.5 cups. So I reckon that's about 2 cups of grated cheese. What do you guys reckon? I reckon that's about 2 cups. So we've used about half. Yeah, we've used about half. Might do a little more. So in effect, we're starting with, this is 250 grams. So we're starting with about 125 grams of tasty cheese. So 1/4 cup of butter. Down. The 8 ounces of, that was 225 grams. 225 grams, quarter cup of butter was 60 grams, I think. Yes, it was. All-purpose flour, salt, black pepper, 2 cups of milk, easy, 2 cups shredded cheese. We're going to make that 125 grams. To start, done. Whoa, okay, so that's starting, that's on the roll. Let's turn that down a little bit. Then we get over to our timer. Yeah, we'll set it for about, it says about 8 minutes, so I reckon it's been rolling for a little bit, so we'll set it for 7. We'll set that to 7 and we'll take that off. Hot things are hot. Forget that pot handles get hot. They shouldn't, but they do. There we go. Nice. So we're 15 minutes into the bread rising. Alright. Quick peek. That's already getting, that's nearly doubled in size already. So there you go, Wadham. All the yeast babies are active and going nuts. Okay, gonna have a short coffee break. Coffee break. So replace packet of crappy cheese sauce with big pile of grated cheese. In part, yes. But we will be, the butter and the milk and the flour, that will, you'll see in a minute, but that forms the roux, and then we melt the cheese into that then becomes a good homemade sauce rather than a crappy microwave sauce. What are you doing, Beanie? Hey, what are you doing, little bag of muffin? But yes, I'm yet to meet a packet sauce that tastes like professional packet sauce from, you know, a decent company. I'm yet to taste that then tastes better than a similar to the same sauce as you made with fresh ingredients. It just does not work.
Do you mind if I kiss the monkey? Ooh, hairball.
Hey, Don Kiki, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Almost took a drink of water there. Drink of the milk. Happy Thursday to you too, Kiki. Alright, so now that you're here, hang on a sec, I'll see if I can find it. Nope, she was just here, I swear. I was going to see if I could get Bean on stream, but she's run away. Because you haven't seen Bean yet. Jason, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. It's been good. I should probably stir these a bit. Yep, there we go. Alright, how we go? Oh, god damn shakes. God ram it. Okay. What does the timer say? The tooth says, the timer says it needs longer. The tooth says that that's just about right. It's not really soft. If I was going for al dente, I'd probably cook it a little more, but the recipe suggests that it's still firm to bite through, and that's a little on the firm side, just a teeny bit on the firm side. So I'm going to take it off before the alarm goes off, and we are going to call that done, ready for the mac and cheese. There it is. A coffee drape. Just want to go to town and get some bamboo steamers. But oh no. Is everything okay? There was no crash or anything. It's just, I hope everything's okay. Exactly, Kiki. Rude kitty. Been broken for a fortnight? Ugh. Okay. Yeah. My air conditioning is still broken in my car. I don't have the $1,500 required to fix it. Alright, so. Is this going to be big enough? Maybe, maybe not. We are going to see. All right. If I do, it's going to be blooming close. I need a mid-range pot. Could do it in that, I suppose. No. Alright. We're going to take the risk. We're going to take the risk. So what's broken with it, Jason? Alright, bring a large pot of yeah. Melt butter in a saucepan. Lick the bowl. Doesn't accelerate above 80 k's an hour because it went into limp mode. Okay, but surely you don't need it to accelerate above 80k an hour to go to the shops or to go to town. Stupid modern cars. Absolutely, Viking. Where's... I'm always said I'd go blind. Okay, I'm going to turn that down. I had it on a high heat just to get it going, but I'm turning it down to a medium heat because I don't want to burn the butter and stuff. Did anyone watch the Corona Nation? Never heard of it. What is it, kicking? Yes, I do because I have to go on the highway and it takes a couple of 100 meters to get to 80. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, fair then. Fucking special. I don't understand that reference, Viking. Charles reminded you of Snoke from Star Wars. Ah, the coronation. Right. Hey, Gooseman, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's got a little bit of sizzle to it. So I'm going to turn it down a bit. So, Gooseman, how you doing today? Oh, Beanie! Hello, Beanie. What you got? Oh, Beanie? No, bad Beanie. Bad. Bad beanie. Come on, buddy. Beanie had caught a skink. I had a look, there was no puncture marks or anything on it, so I just picked it up and put it back out. Beanie, come here. Nope. So no, Beanie does not get the skink. Bad Beanie. Yeah, Goose Man, I'm doing well. We're doing some cooking today. Right, here we go. Adding a bit of salt and pepper. Whew. Yeah, I know, right, Viking? Yeah, I had a decent weekend. It was a bit of fun doing the spruiking for the group, and yelling and screaming and carrying on like an idiot. I had for one of the demos, because for those who don't know, I do medieval reenactment, and so I do sword fighting, and we had in South Australia last weekend, we had an event that is the big medieval fair of the year, and I was the announcer for it, so I did all the spruiking and all of that for ours. No, I don't enjoy it at all. So the way I do it is I start off just using my voice. Hey, really loud, because I can boom it out when I need to. Maybe the ex-military, who knows? And so I boomed out of it, just had a go. And this little girl, like knee-high to a grasshopper, on the side of the field, she's just looking at me with these saucer-sized eyes, just going, "Is your voice gonna be okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, sweet, it'll be fine, it'll be fine." Ooh. Yep, we almost let that go a little too far. Is that seized? Oh look, I have 4 hands. Right. Let's take that down. Yep, that one's still moving at least. Chop cam. And we're back. Alright. Yeah, she was so cute, I tell you. Alright, here we go. Now we get to pouring the milk. Because that, I don't know if you can see it, but that is, even now, is still just lightly bubbling. So, I'm going to turn this right down to absolute minimum. And then we're going to start adding in the milk bit by bit. And spilling all the while. You can see that went fluid and then just solid. So that's fine. This is what's meant to happen. see now that's starting to form a sauce. So that's, now that'd be way too thick right now. But we're keeping it on the heat. So don't forget, we're going to add cheese to this in a minute. So what that's going to do is it's going to thicken it up again. So you can see this is basically now turned back into a fluid. There's really no solid left there at all, which is fine. We want that. So at this point, we can pretty much put in the rest of the milk. That's not an issue. And now we heat that back up, because obviously putting in that much cold milk is going to cool it all down, which we don't want. And that means we won't be able to melt the cheese, so we need to heat it back up. That I think we're going to drain. Hey, come on, stay. There we go. So that should be probably should have drained it as soon as it was finished. It seems to have cooked a bit more, but we should be okay. Oh no. What happened? Oh, you mean it sold? You mean it sold or it broke, Viking? Gigi has her Viking garb, and Mug now ready in for the next garb event. Nice. Which I think is going to be in June, back at the RSL. A wild Hypno appears. Hypno! Excuse me. What kind of mac and cheese? Okay, so I've never made mac and cheese before, Goose. So this is just, we're using regular macaroni. We've got a tasty, just a regular tasty cheddar cheese. I know it's backwards. A regular tasty cheddar cheese, and that's it. So I'm really starting at a bottom baseline, have a go, because I don't know what I'm doing with mac and cheese. I've never done it before. Do what? So, if I get this right, then I'll start experimenting. Then I'll start going, all right, more cheeses. What sort of cheeses can we put in? The Mainland Tasty cheese is a really flavorful cheese. Even the baseline one. It's, from memory, Mainland is from New Zealand. Pretty sure this is New Zealandy. Looking. Yes, New Zealand cheese. Okay, so it's a New Zealand cheese packed in Australia. There you go. Good for you, man. Experimentation is the best teacher. That's how I learned how to make beef jerky. I've had a couple of goes of beef jerky in the oven, and it really didn't work. But now we have a dehydrator, so I'm looking forward to trying some beef jerky in the dehydrator. See if that makes any difference. Do you have a special way you make your jerky? So I found an ancient recipe for it, like, you know, back in the cowpoke days when white man first came to what we now know as America. And it was basically cut it into thin strips and leave it on the butt of your horse for the day. I was like, okay, sure, horse flavored meat. That. I can't help it. Don't judge me. I must eat cheese. Alright, so. Alright, our bread doesn't seem to be rising much more than it already has yet. That's the way to go. You've got 15 pounds of chuck roast going right now. I've got about 12 recipes I've been mad scientisting for the last year. Ooh, ooh, cool. Viking, Mongolian horseman in winter. Yes, thin sliced meat stored under the saddle, then cooked on the back of their shield like an upside down wok. Yep, I'd believe it. From frozen to cooked in no time. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like you hear about these sort of things, and you've just got to sit back and look at our society and go, wow, people around here are afraid of drinking tap water. I ate my jerky out from under my saddle. Actually got to pay attention to this. Pay attention. Yeah, the ship time from Texas may be a while to get to the other side of the planet, being South Australia. You know, you Texans reckon you're in the South? You're still in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm nearly down the bottom of the planet. But I will say that is one of the stereotypes that is of Texas is their love of meat and meat products. That and guns. That's what we get a lot of. This is Texas. Guns and meat. Alright, so now this sauce is starting to thicken up. I can feel the bit more resistance coming on. So as it's heating up, it's all combining and it's becoming a bit thicker. So this is where you decide pretty much how thick your sauce is going to be. So if I heat this more and more, it's going to get thicker and thicker. So if you want a really gluggy sauce, because I've made this sort of sauce before, if you want a really gluggy sort of sauce, then you heat it longer and it goes more and more and more. It gets thicker and thicker. If you want it a bit thinner, you don't heat it quite as much. That said, if you get to the point where it's too thick, just add a bit more milk. No problem at all. Viking lol, people are afraid of germs because they don't have good immune systems due to never being exposed to germs. Very much so. Guns and meat is Texas. That's actually a thing. I had a friend who owns a steakhouse tour Texas, and he just sent pics every day of different famous barbecue places. I saw this doco, and this guy had basically a homemade charcoal oven, right? And it was made from several 44-gallon drums and all this other stuff. And in it, it had a steel grate press, basically, where you open it up, put stuff in, close it down, done. And you see this barbecue, and as it's heating up and it's all that, and you're like, yep, okay. And then you come back a bit later. Obviously, there's more smoke coming out of it. There's something on the fire, you can tell. And he goes, okay. So he lifts the lid, right? Grabs hold of this handle, lifts, walks 90 degrees to the barbecue with an entire pig in this grill. And then he flips it 180 degrees, walks it back in, puts it down, shuts the lid. A whole frigging pig. And I'm just like, what the shit? It was awesome. Stereotypical, but very accurate. Sometimes stereotypes are. We have danger dingoes around here in Australia. We don't throw. We love barbecue, but we don't tend to throw shrimps on them. So that one's a 50-50. No ropes. Snakes are cute. They're just little snacks. Snacks. Now, throw this cheese in. I should probably say, you should, more often than not, you should do this part bit by bit. But we're not doing that today. Just going to chuck the whole lot in, all at once. So I've got it on really low heat right now. Just enough to keep that cheese melting and keep it stirring without cooking it too much. Remember, if you do decide to put more milk in, it's going to cool down your sauce. Tastes like chicken if done right. Viking, thinking of mad things, how about building a huge meat smoker that locks with multiple latches, each latch connected to a steel target? Shoot all the targets in under 10 seconds to unlock the meat inside. Want your food? Gotta hunt for it. Because we're down in the Lone Star State. Way down in South in Texas. I reckon I could do that. I reckon I can pop, 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 pop. Done. We're out. Alright, so I'm going to need something to serve this in.
Following this subject was a good choice. Cake for you.
Hey, Gooseman, thank you for the follow. Doing the happy dance. 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 Now I need something to serve. Yeah, that bowl's a bit big, but I'll do it anyway. Alright, so the sauce is, you can see it's I'll bring it over this camera. You can see it's still dribbly, but there is a certain thickness to it, so I think that will do. I think we'll call that a Call that a sauce. I'm going to pour this in here. Whoops. I'm flicking sauce onto my keyboard. All right. Whoops. My keyboard is not going to like me in the morning. Oh. Lick the bowl. Nom nom nom. Texan tip for mac and cheese and bacon. Thanks for joining us, Gooseman. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you again. Alright, I should actually be eating the mac and cheese instead of just licking the bowl. Alright. Go ram it. That looks special. Alright. Gonna throw a taste test to the youngling. See if he dies. And then I'm going to serve me some. I'm only doing a little bit because, you know, this is lunch. Go ram me, camera. All right, there we go. Little bit of mac and cheese. Fork it. Here we go. Nom nom. Oh, wait. Oh my God. I totally almost forgot to take a photo of my food. That would have been totally embarrassing. Like that accent isn't. You could do that, Viking. You could do that reasonably easily. All you do is because obviously each caliber has a different impact behind it, you just make the target drop equatable to force. So if you hit a 7.62 target with a .22, it's not going to have the velocity behind it to be able to click it over. So yes, you could do that. I know, right? What kind of foodie forgets to take a photo? What kind of foodie forgets to taste the food? Okay. So, on its own, that sauce has a lot of punch. With the mac, less so. So that's interesting. So that's going to mean that we need a stronger flavored cheese. I'll add a bit of salt and pepper, see what that does. And it's so gooey though. Oh my God. It's so beautifully gooey. Brings out a bit more kick. Now I'm going to throw a bit of Parmesan on. See what that does. Might be a bit much. Alright. Mix that in. Oh, there's some kick. You've watched enough Gun Jesus to know. Maybe some Garand Thumb and Brandon Hera? Okay. I'm not sure what they are, Viking. There we go. Alright, so you really want... This is nice, but it's not, oh my god. So, I don't know. We're going to turn that on. Ooh, you need to take that out. Take that out. Dust that off. Gonna put a baking sheet on it because I can. As compared to Internet Forgotten Weapons. Right, okay. So yeah, definitely needs a really robust cheese in there. I like the elbows. I think that I should have, as soon as they was ready, I should have taken them out of the water. Well, isn't this the very type of stream that brought you here? How you doing, follower? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Most Thursdays, here we are. In the kitchen. Thank you. I like them. I don't know if you can see, but they're actually, is that going to focus? They've got that carbon fiber pattern to them. And I can see. I get a free pair every 2 years. Now I'm just eating. Alright. Seeing we're eating, I should probably go get my go get a ginger ale. So I'll be back momentarily. I'm watching you. All right, I just broke a glass. Trying to get a glass. Cheers. All right, so we have 5 more minutes until the bread comes out from its rising cycle, and then we see what this Stottie bread is all about. Is that right, is it, Viking? No, I didn't break this nice thick glass. No, I broke a thin little one. So now I've got all the things. I've got the food, I've got the friends, I've got the drinks. Yeah, I'll have to come down and catch up at some point to discuss that butter container that I want, Viking. Yeah, I can believe it. I believe you sold that many tankards, dude. So, Lick the Bowl. It's been a good episode of Lick the Bowl, because there has been much. Yeah. I want it because I have a butter container. It's one of the ye olde ones, the old school 70s one. It's out of butter right now. But it just gets in the way, the sides of it, which is why I want that sort of whole lift everything up and out of the way, then you've just got the base in the back. After the previous couple of fairs where people looked but didn't buy the big ones, I sold them in between to other people. Aha! And you know, the stuff you make is gorgeous, so support local, right? I could claim 31 cups of coffee hydrate. And saving points. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to come up with a redeem that can be not just the hydrates and stuff that can be used in the kitchen. I might have to do like a squat redeem. Because I can do squats now. Haha! Now he needs to grab a pencil and paper. Design is floating in front brain. Aha! Quick before squirrel! Alright, so I reckon that's going to be good enough for bread. Let's have a go look-see at what we have here. Woof! Alright, so that is a lot bigger and fluffier than it started. You can hear that. That's kind of cool. Alright, instructions. Oh, look, Stottie bread's all right. Knock down the dough and split into 2 balls. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what how a bread knife copes with this. Cut it. Oh. Oh, damn. Look at that. Actually looks like a brain. It's kind of cool. Brain bread. Alright, so I'm going to turn this back into a bit more of a ball, because we're going to save this one for Ron. Alright, so we'll put that back in there. I'll wrap that up in a minute. Alright, so getting this all on screen is, I've got to pay more attention to that. Alright, so it's fairly dry. I probably could have wet the towel that I had over the top of it, but that's okay. So now we need to roll into discs between 25 and 30 centimeters. So we're going to roll this into a disc. Kind of a disc. Disky. I was cracking a little bit on the edges, but alright. Yeah, it's maybe a little thin on that end, but she'll be right. Couple of days. Alright. Happy with that. Now, it says to cover and leave for 10 minutes. Prick with a fork several times and push an indent into the middle with your finger. Poking several times. It's probably way too many times. Poke a dot in the middle with your finger. Use a pinky finger because I have giant buff fingers. Bake at 180 degrees for 20 minutes. Alright. Yep. Hot things are hot. Done.
Get off my lawn. I got a rolling pin. Get off my lawn.
All right. And now we set our alarm for 20 minutes. Oops. I turned it off. Set for 20 minutes and then poof, turned it off. Dilbert. All right. I was really surprised how easy this just cut through the dough. That was. I thought it would have got stuck. I am going to have to do something about sharpening this eventually though. Not sure how I'm going to go about that, but we'll figure something out. And now we wait. Okay, have basic sketch done, which yielded a problem that I think I have two potential solutions for, okay? Talk later about dimensions and wood types and your preferences. Bring it over and use your sharpening gig. Yeah. Size. So, Devondale Butters. The big ones, big enough to fit that. That's the size. Literally, that's it. That's the size. As for wood, what sort of wood have we got around the kitchen? Mostly light woods around the kitchen. Got sort of that colour. We've got, you know, my block is similar colour. The chopping boards are mostly the same colour. There's a bit of darker wood in there, here and there. You assumed correctly. Yeah, nice. And that'll, you know, that'll tie in nicely. So yes, I look forward to showing it off. The one problem I can see with it is the backing. The backing bit of wood is going to have to be reasonably thick and chunky to be able to handle the entire lid coming off it. But that's my come visit. We have fire and drinks, and you can pick out something from the wood pile while I sharpen the knife. That works. That works. Are you still doing your Friday thing? Yeah, that is the problem you were thinking about? Yeah. Weight balance and hinge, yeah. I'm thinking though that if the handle is the same height as the base, when you hinge it open and then the handle can hit the counter while and then be the same height as the base and just sit there without putting any tension on the hinges. Anytime people want to visit, I'll have fire. Nice, nice. Speaking of fire, we're also in talks. I'm in talks with Apron Boy to get another smelt going. That could be fun. We are so close. We are so close with the smelt. Just not quite there just yet. We will get iron. We will. The blue gum block you took to the medieval fair is only half burnt. We had when the big fires went through Australia and all of the wood, basically the wood stores burnt up. Who knew? We spent a winter trying to burn blue gum, and it was painful. Even in a combustion heater, it was really hard to get it going, especially compared to red gum. So I'm not surprised that in an open fire that your blue gum didn't burn. I'm really not. So yeah, but the medieval fair was fun. We had a good time at that. I figured it out. I think I've been to pretty much every medieval fair of like that medieval fair since 1998. I think I've earned a break. Once it gets going, it ain't going out. Yeah, that's true. So dense and it makes the best coals for cooking. Yeah, but if you can get it going, that's the problem. Yeah, I've been to most since Carrickhill. And pretty much all of them as an exhibitor of one, like doing medieval shows or LARP shows or whatever. Man, it's mental out there today. Oh no. Nah, pension day's always more mental. I know, because I get a pension and I go out on pension days. Hello, Zig Zig. How you doing? Do you want to come say hi to stream? There's stream. Say hello, Zig Zig. No, don't want to say hi? Okay. No saying hello to stream then. Yeah, I go out a lot, but like there's not many nights I don't have something on. Wednesday being the exception because that's a night in streaming. I don't get a pension, but it's your day off from the old people's home. Yeah. Yeah, because what, like Monday I'm blacksmithing, Tuesday fight training, Wednesday streaming, Thursday fight training, Friday is off. Saturday is whatever happens, and Sunday is fight training. So so yeah, I go out a fair bit, but normally at times where, and then of course there's going out for a drive into town on Mondays and Fridays for physio. So one of everything. I go out a fair bit, but it's usually at times where there's not a lot of traffic, which makes it less cray-cray, which is nice. After stream, I may be going out and doing a little bit of shopping. We'll see. Want to go to my local game store and see if they've got a book that I want. I was about to look something up, but I can't remember what it was. Save up your people energy. Yeah. Absolutely, Viking. Absolutely. See, I'm an extrovert though. So it's I'm an extrovert, so I'm one of those people that, like, as I understand it, introverts gather up energy and then to go out expends that energy when they deal with people. For me, it's very different. When I go out, then everybody expends a little bit of energy, and this energy becomes greater than the sum of its parts, and then we all take a little bit of that back. But we get back more than we gave because the energy became greater. And that's in a room full of extroverts. You know, you just no introverts about. You're just all running amok being idiots. So it's not that we're just leeching. That's how I explain it. So, and if I don't go out and I don't add to that ball of energy and then take back, then that's when I get flat. Is when I'm trying to keep going and I haven't had that interaction that gives me that energy. Neither way is right, neither way is wrong. That's how it operates for me. Burst mode peopling. Absolutely, Viking. Absolutely. You like to switch, but extrovert costs a lot of spoons. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that be true. Yeah, Rachel, I understand that. Yeah. Because it's your job. Everyone's only got so much people energy. And if your job is to do people energy all day, every day. Viking, luckily if it's my people and nerds and stuff, then it costs less spoons than normal people or the public. Yeah. I also find that if it's, you know, if it's my people and like here, you know, chatting away with people in stream, some people I've met, some people I've never known. It's just yeah, it's cool to hang out and faff about, as we do. And in a lot of respects, I get energy from that. Some days it's like, oh, streaming, and I throw a couple of spoons and it's like, okay, let's do it. But then I get here and it's always fun. Except when it's, technical difficulties and you're dropping frames all over the place. And I'm glad the reset did it though. We reset the stream and dropped a couple of frames and then it stopped. And it's been good ever since. The internet interface allows you to filter input into ways that are okay. True. As we found out last time as well, it gives us the opportunity that if someone decides to take a path that is not appropriate, they're just gone. It's just click of a button and we don't have to deal with them anymore. That is nice. Roach has more energy for your people, but I also find they recharge me a bit because they don't make demands on me attention. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. You're just hanging out. You're just being you. It's cool. You don't have to worry about it. Viking, instead of in person and all the things and body language and tone of voice and... See, this is why I use emoticons a lot when I'm just type chatting. I use emoticons a lot because there is no tone, there is no body language. There was a YouTube I watched, and it was a lady, and she was going on about how versatile the F word is. And, she's saying it in all the different ways, but it's all about the tone and inflection. It's not the word itself that's versatile. Because if you say poodles, you write poodles 15 times. Sorry, you write poodles, and it's just 15 of the words poodles, and you read that however you read it. You put a little laugh in it, poodles, right? You put a bit of gruff in it, poodles. That's what changes the word. It's our tonal inflection. It's nothing to do with the word itself. Which is why I find languages like German difficult, because the language itself sounds harsh. To me, the German language sounds angry when it's spoken. I know it's not, and that's fine. But to the way I interpret those sounds, it sounds angry. Insert any main swear word and it's about tone. Yeah, absolutely. That's the reason why learning to swear in other languages is easy. Probably. Nice catch, Rage. Got the Probo pass. Like your other Discord channels where anything goes except illegal or being a douchebag. Yeah. I'm trying to keep that. I find I fill up on casual swearing very quickly. Like I'm reading a book at the moment called Dungeon Crawler Carl, and it's written with a fair bit of swearing in it. And every now and then it's just like I just stop it, put it down and walk away from it because I've hit my fill. So, I swear. Absolutely I swear. When I'm not on stream. But when it's just, when I was in the military it was the same. But we didn't notice it then. And that's, we swore every other word half the time. But now I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope with that amount of swearing anymore. I literally can't. We were at dinner with a friend, and he was just speaking, It went on for about, I don't know, it went for about 2 minutes, maybe 3, just saying something. And at the end of it, I've just looked at him and I've gone, dude, do you realize you said the F word 21 times then? And he looked at me and went, what? I go, yeah. He's like, oh. Well, yep, there it is. Reach through an interconnect with someone saying that we give power to the words. True. Insults and things. Absolutely. Her point was that she could scream insults at us in another language and we might even laugh because we don't give any weight to the words. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and it is, if I wasn't clear, it is me. I am losing my tolerance for casual swearing. But yeah, it's a funny one. Like, because I run amok, who knew? And every now and then I get called a bastard. And I go, yes, you're right, I don't know who my father is. And I get this quizzical look. And I go, what? I was adopted. I don't know who my father is. I'm a bastard. And then you see the change in expression. And it just makes me laugh my ass off. It's all true. I am of questionable parentage. I am adopted. I don't care. But it's funny just to... Cool. Excellent. As long as I was clear, Rach. That's good. All right. How much? We've got 2 minutes left. Okay. So... it's looking like a damper. It really hasn't risen that much. So it's currently looking like a damper. It's probably going to be a pull-apart bread. It did look like that in the picture when we had when I had a picture of it yesterday when I was looking up the recipe. But yeah. Speaking of recipes, throw more recipes at me. We need more recipes. I am but a humble person in the kitchen, and I don't know all these fun recipes. So, that's actually probably the part that's been the most challenging at the moment with the whole cooking stream, is I am done with my repertoire in the kitchen. I'm finished. I'm out of stuff. You know, I cook a nice steak and throw a salad next to it, sure, but is that really cooking? I have a friend with a similar defense to your mum jokes, as he just responds to the fact that she's a ghost and whatever you're into. Oh, there's an idea. There's an idea. I should pull out my medieval cookbooks. Here we go. Medieval cooking with Ulrich. I'll have to put on my garb. Do some medievalness. Some of the recipes, though, I tell you, they are, what's the word I'm looking for? Interesting. And the terminology that changes is really, really fascinating. Like, I did a chicken pie, a medieval chicken pie. Oh, and little things. I might leave that in there for just a little bit longer. But little things like add saffron, right? Okay, so you add saffron. I was like, no, you're meant to put the saffron in water to soak it, get all the color out of it, put it in, and that, I had no idea. There was nothing in the recipe that said that, because it was assumed knowledge that if you were using that ingredient in the day, you knew how to do that. That was just how it worked. Boil a chicken, right, is the direct translation. It means simmer chicken pieces. Well, boil the chicken pieces. It actually means give it a light simmer for X amount of time. But again, assume knowledge that the B-O-Y-L-E, boil, meant simmer. And it's really interesting to try and go through those recipes and figure out what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, word usage very much changes over time. We could set up a roast ye olde style and build a rotating system like a pole lathe pedal. Well, actually, God, what were they called? Like Fire Boys or Rotisserie Boys or something like that. And they would, you know, they'd have the ginormo fires. And the boys would actually be scrunched in against the wall, turning the handle to keep everything turning. Phoenix was talking about that and how they even have charts of what era, what words are from. Yeah. And how just the meaning has changed over the years. But even in our generation, you know, even in my generation where we started using cool to mean excellent. It still happens now. Sometimes it drives me nuts. It's like the word has a meaning, leave it alone. Oh, so frustrating. But it just means I'm getting old, less neurally flexible. Part of the reason I do this. Keep those neurons flexing. Alright, let's have a look. What do we got? Alright. I reckon that's looking good. We're going to go with hot things are hot. Ooh, okay. Oh, whoa. Actually, bring this out. Okay. So here we go. Alright, so it's crunchy around the edges. It's reasonably soft on the inside. I don't know if VP's still here. What radical cap, no cap, yeet are you talking about, you hoopy food? Poggers. Okay, so really hot things are hot. Ooh, okay. I don't know if that's cooked all the way through. Okay. It's basically damper. All right, throwing it on a rack. I don't know about poking holes in it. I think that's what the fork marks were for. Yep, appears so. Nice. I can see this being. I can definitely see this being a comfort food from childhood. It's kind of halfway between a scone and a halfway between a scone and a crumpet. No, scone and a damper. Soggy bottom prevented, eh? Context, Rach. Context. Now, have that on the side of a like a in the middle of winter. Cook that up. Have it as a break apart bread next to a really thick like beef stew or something like that, and that, oh my god, that would be spectacular. That would just soak up all the juices and flavor out of the stew and just add something very nice to it. You are battling the elderly. Soggy bottom boys. Now we're just talking about music. No, that's fat bottom girls, because they make this rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make this rockin' world go round, yeah. And it's true, they do. It has been scientifically proven. Tiger! How you doing, lovely Tiger? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. You have joined us just towards the end again, but we get to see the tiger. We get to see Tiger. How you doing? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in ages. I have too many drinks to choose from. You actually have a recipe somewhere for something with a damper top. A damper top? Okay. Why is the tiger recovering? What did I miss? I'm gonna keep nibbling at this Stottie bread. From the soundtrack of Oh Brother, Where Are You? Soggy Bottom Boys, Man of Constant Sorrow. Ah, yes. It is a good toe-tapping song, yes. It's one of those barbershop quartet songs. Shoulder surgery was Tuesday and out of hospital yesterday. Oh, ooh, so tell us more. What happened? Are you okay? Is it going to be better? Did they find what they were looking for? All of the questions. I just have all of the questions. Hillbilly quartet. Well, yeah, hillbillies can do quartets too. Besides, we're not allowed to call them hillbillies anymore. They're Appalachian challenged. And last I checked, they had barbers. I'm going to have to look up the history of the barbershop quartet. Why was it a barbershop quartet? Beef and bean casserole with damper top. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Beef and bean casserole. That'd be like a shell over the top of it, but if you did it right, the shell would like absorb the juices and the flavors coming out of it as well. Damn. Yeah, that sounds alright. I too can imagine this, Viking. Absolutely. only yummier. Okay, you have no additional details. All right. Yeah, a dumpling crust lid. Yeah, that'll work. Whoa. Just pulled a giant chunk of bread out. It has an interesting scent. Not what I would normally call bread smell. The smell is definitely, there's none of that smell in the flavor. So, I don't know what's going on there. Oh. Ooh. Chicken pot pie is a specialty. Alright. I had a look at a pot roast, like the American pot roast. And I would love to do one. But it's kind of not feasible for stream because it takes like 4 hours in the oven. Hmm. The mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, for how I built it, turned out really well. I used a New Zealand mild tasty cheddar, and on its own, the sauce on its own was really quite flavorful. When it went into the macaroni, the macaroni itself, the flavors of the macaroni sort of almost overpowered it a bit. I put a bit more salt and pepper in, and that was okay. And then I grated on a heap of Parmesan, and that really changed the flavor profile. That extra little bit of kick that the Parmesan gave it really, really helped. So when we eat this later, the rest of it later, I'm definitely going to be recommending throwing some Parmesan on it. When I do it again, I'm probably going to go with some sharper cheeses. Mainland, they do an extra tasty that is quite a bit more potent in flavor than the regular. Throw some Parmesan in with that as well, and I think that'll come out with a really nice, robust, cheesy flavor to go with it. So yeah. Or do a stream with a break in the middle where you play games like normal. Cook, game, cook, eat. Yeah. I don't think this computer won't handle it. So this computer that we're using to stream this Viking is the old standalone. Because I don't move the entire system out to the kitchen to cook. So no, Viking, I don't know the story. I don't even know what panko is. Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes to pack down everything, move it back out to the studio area, set it all back up, start again. So Alright, Viking, one day I may hold you to that. Oh, okay. Japanese deep fried stuff is done in panko. Alright. I'm for shiggles, I'm thinking of making a different start to the cooking stream. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna get. I have a plan. We're going to keep it secret. Ah, thanks, Rach. You know, if you see it, it's amazing. Alright, so World War II Japanese tank drivers worked out they could make up a batch of dough, and the water in it means they just put it on top of the tank battery. The electricity would cook the bread. Really? No. You'd short out the battery. Well, maybe that's why there weren't many Japanese tanks. You were trying to cook bread with a battery. After the war, one of them took the process and created a process to make it, as it makes a much better breadcrumb where the oil drains out better after frying. Huh. So what, they still, get to electrodes and cooked bread. That's bizarre. That is really bizarre. I'm taking that one with a pinch of salt, but okay. Now it's a massive company and 80% of it, 80% plus of it is sold wholesale to restaurants. Wow. Okay. Yeah, electrodes, but more like a water wheel with plates. Okay. So I'm going to have to look this up. Alright. Panko. Come on. Hey Rach, look, I'm making notes. Who knew? There's a doco all about it. Alright. Oh, I believe that it's made with electricity. That it was put on tank batteries is the part that I find a little dubious. Oh, shock, wait. Sorry, Rach, you weren't sitting down for me taking notes. I can't stop eating this stuff, though. I don't know why. Maybe I have had a hankering for damper for a while. Definitely Viking. Well, Anzac biscuits have a similar tradition where they were basically made out of mostly leftover crap in a ration pack, supposedly. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. But yes, I will, once I get everything put down and put away, taken down and put away, I will be definitely looking at panko. And then I can wander out and go shopping. Shopping! I tell you what though, I am a lot happier with the 11 o'clock start time for this. I got up, I had a nice little sleep in, had a nice little cuddle fest with Issa. She was curled up and gave her lots and lots of pats. And I sort of got up, wandered about the house for a bit, set up, happy, no stress. So I am very much liking the 11 o'clock start for this stream, so I think we are going to keep that. It was a big info dump about Anzac biscuits. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was a lot of story behind that, wasn't there? Like, I knew the basics of it, but like what they bought into law, that, you know, Anzac biscuits got to be this, got to be that. If you do it different, you go to jail. What the hell? Well, that's it, Rage, right? That's it. If you stop learning, you're done. May as well just shuffle off. Oh, I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. If you do it wrong, you go to jail, right? And then I couldn't stop calling it an Anzac cookie, so someone's going to watch that one day. You're going to biscuit jail.
All right, dear. I'm back from biscuit jail. I will never call an Anzac cookie a biscuit again. Oh, shit. Better go back to jail.
Bonk hammer, yeah. Oh, we've got what? Oh, there's a sandy gast. Okay. Pots with Zimmer frame, right? See, cool thing is, Viking, that it's actually getting further and further away that I'm gonna need a Zimmer frame. I can literally do squats now. So, watch. You ready? Here we go. I can do squats now. That's new for me. Okay, so that's new for me. No, all the love for Tiger. Yay! All right, so just eating more bread. I think we're going to call that a stream. You're a stream. Oh, nice. Everyone caught. Nice catch, Tiger. Nice catch, Rage. Yay. So, thank you everyone for dropping in, hanging out, doing your thing. So, actually, we should check who have we got on. We got Meep, Ginge, and Toast all playing Minecraft. So I don't think I've rated Meep. So let's go raid Meep, I think. It's a stream. All right, I'm gonna go see how long these guys have been playing for. Oh, 5 hours. I don't know how much longer they're gonna be going. All right, but they're still playing. So we'll go raid Meep. So Meep is I recently went and started watching Meep via because I saw them streaming with Ginger and Toast, who I both enjoy watching. So I've been watching a bit of Meep. She's cool. So I will go over and watch Meep. Thanks, Viking. Go to work now. You know. So here we go. We're going to go shift raid. And, oh, no. We're not going to go shift. We're going to go slash raid. Meep, I think it's Meep, it's mana. Yeah. Meep. Alright, it's intended for mature audiences, but here we go. So, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was the stream. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for just, being around. If you aren't following, click the follow button. They're free. They're awesome. And thank you, everyone. Tiger, I hope you get well. I hope you get better and your recovery is awesome and quick and it gets you back to where you need to be. So, thank you, everyone. Until next time, tomorrow, we're back tomorrow at 10 o'clock Adelaide time to play some Valheim with Wardham. And then Tuesday, we go all the way around to Tuesday. We finished Raft, so now it is time to do some Deep Rock Galactic. So we'll be playing that on Tuesday. Then a normal Warframe Wednesday. So, hopefully, we'll see everyone tomorrow for Valheim with Wardham. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
No worries, Mike. Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.